Now we're back in PV. Which city do you think is better, Puerto Vallarta or Mexico City?
Oh, that's so hard.
Well, we are back in the good old US of, wait, we're back in PV. How's it feel?
Smells like good old PV.
We're wondering where the masses of people are. I feel like we went from Mexico City where you couldn't walk without bumping into people to, so I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
So much space. We looked outside, saw the ocean, and just so much room. So I don't know what to think of it. Now we're back in PV. Which city do you think is better, Puerto Vallarta or Mexico City?
Oh, that's so hard.
So it's really hard to say whether Mexico City or Puerto Vallarta better, but I think that Mexico City
wins in the department of art, museums, and sculptures. And that's not to say Puerto Vallarta doesn't have a great art scene or great sculptures. I think Mexico City, just the sheer volume of artwork in Mexico City was pretty outstanding. The museums, of course, I think Mexico City probably rivals maybe New York or some of the best cities in the world as far as museums. That's something Puerto Vallarta really doesn't have, but at the same time there are smaller little art exhibits and stuff that maybe we could go to, or maybe you guys could recommend if you're plugged into the art scene a little better than we are. If you're really big into going to museums and checking out sculptures and walking around park and seeing different artwork, Mexico City might be a different place for you to visit. But I would say if you really want to dig into Mexico's history, I would visit Mexico City. Although I think Puerto Vallarta definitely wins in the department of
people. The people here in Puerto Vallarta are so friendly, and the people that we ran into in Mexico City were also friendly, but the people here, that's a B. But the people here are definitely so friendly. I think they take it to a next level. They go one step further, say good morning to complete strangers, ask people if they need help. And while we didn't get a sense of that in Mexico City, I don't doubt that it's there. I think the people of Puerto Vallarta are some of the nicest we've ever met. Similar to anywhere in the United States, it's sort of like a big city versus smaller city feel. The people here just feel like your community, like your neighbors. People of PV for the win!
Puerto Vallarta is obviously a much better place to relax with the beaches, the calm atmosphere, the nature of people. I feel like it's pretty slow pace, pretty easy going, which obviously makes it a much better place to be a retirement community. Mexico City had the edge as far as if you want to go somewhere and really experience the urban lifestyle. I mean, that's exactly what we're gonna get in Mexico City. If you're looking for, you know, most of us only get a few weeks of vacation. So if you wanna go and experience maybe the culture, the museums, or history, Mexico City might get the edge. If you really just wanna come, put your feet up, not think about a thing, Puerto Vallarta obviously wins in that category.
But we have decided it is a complete tie for walkability. Both Mexico City and PV just have an insane amount of walkability compared to the United States. Whether you want to eat, just explore, or Greg's favorite, shopping, both cities are extremely walkable, making that one a dead tie.
Puerto Vallarta, I believe, has pretty high volume of street performers, mariachi bands, break dancers, all sorts of people. I didn't really see that many street performers in Mexico City. When we were there, I just kept thinking, well, I was expecting to see more street performers just because I know in New York City and Denver, the big cities we've seen, there have been quite a bit, and there's a lot here in Puerto Vallarta, but we didn't really see that many in Mexico City. But then again, we weren't out super late, and we could have been in just the wrong area. Although every cab driver we had told us about the area where the mariachi bands play. So I think I give the edge to Puerto Vallarta in terms of street performers. I think food-wise, both cities, we were only in Mexico City for a few days, so you know we were trying to do our best to explore different areas. So I think there's a lot of food in Mexico City we weren't able to eat, but it was all delicious. All the food we had in Mexico City was delicious. Obviously, we've been in Puerto Vallarta for a while to kind of pinpoint all the favorites, but really, pretty much every place in Puerto Vallarta is good. So I would say that's another tie. The abundance of different types of food in both cities is wonderful. The flavors, the homemade, you can find both chains and mom and pop places in both cities. I would say our experience in Mexico as a whole, food-wise, has been amazing. I'm struggling to not gain weight here.
So the verdict's out, and they're really just too hard to compare. We had such a blast in Mexico City. Obviously, we love Puerto Vallarta. I think overall, we're just so thankful that Mexico has brought us so much joy and has been such a great host country for us. as visitors, and there you have it, Mexico City versus Puerto Vallarta. Really is truly a tie. They're both so great.
I think that's enough about comparing the two cities. I think it's obvious that Puerto Vallarta it's paradise. Let's be honest, it's paradise. You know what makes it paradise is this beach and this food and her. We're at Swell Beach Bar, which we've been coming to since we first moved here back in August, and it's right next to, just to the south of El Dorado, the El Dorado restaurant.
Today's the first time we've ordered food, and it is really, really surprisingly great. The chicken burrito and the turkey cranberry sandwich are both surprisingly really good. We decided we want to come back here for lunch. We had no idea the food was this great. They have really good pina coladas, really strong margaritas, and I saw 2-for-1 happy hour from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. every day, which is new.
This is what we've missed about Puerto Vallarta. Dance, Forest Hill. What is that? What is that, finger dancing? All right. If you watched our video from, I think, 2 days ago, Americans versus Mexico City, you know that Mexico City absolutely wiped us out. We were exhausted. I feel like we tried to go, see as much of that city as we can. But we just sat on the beach for a good 2 hours at Swell Beach Bar. We still feel tired, but I think we're recharging our batteries. We're feeling good going in tomorrow. We talked about some possible plans for this coming weekend, some different areas around PV that we need to explore. We're looking forward to settling back into our PV routine and getting to know Mexico even better.
That is a wrap for our first day back in Vallarta. We had a great first day back. We were super lazy. This week we need to do a lot of work for you guys.
Yeah, we got some catching up to do. Subscribe. Subscribe to this channel. So, all right, we got it.
Be sure.
Be sure to subscribe to this channel. Click the bell, that way you get notified every time we upload a new video. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.